Lori's Creations, and my desk is best because I was playing with something beforehand, and I'm really glad that I did not do it live because it was a little bit more challenging than what I thought. So, and one, it takes quite a bit of time for it to dry. So, we're just going to get this cleaned up and then we'll figure out what the holy heck that we are doing. So, I hope everyone has had a good day. And then I will need your all's opinion. So, let's get this show on the road. And let's see. Man, I am so good tonight. We're just going to save this for right now. Hey, Cal, let me just tell you. I had to end up watching a few videos because I thought that it just didn't look right. But, I'll show you. Get rid of some of this stuff here. I just realized I didn't clean my transfers from earlier, so I want to show you. Look, I went and got the top and bottom are the same now. Top and bottom are the same, but I'm wondering what that would look like in black, like this in black. So I thought, I'm like looking all over. I was wondering what this would look like, and if we did this in a black. So I'm actually going to take one that we've used like a million times. I don't know. My brain is scattered because it took me forever to do these dang bookmarks. But I wanted to see. I don't have like a black stain. But I wondered if you could see this one. It's not going to do with this. I think it needs to be maybe with regular black. I don't know. I just wonder. So before I screw these all up, I'm just going to move these up here all of the way for a minute. But you know how my brain goes, right? Like you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, I wonder. So we're going to see if this will do, or if I'm going to need to like sand it a little bit. See, it is not taking this color. Do y'all see that? My package was supposed to be here, and the last time I looked, it was still showing Oshkosh, and Oshkosh is like almost 3 hours away, so I knew it wasn't going to get here on time. So like you can see a little bit of a difference than like the real shiny to this, right? But I think this would look cool if I could make this work. And I don't think just, you know, I don't know if I need to let it set longer or what, but I think this would look better. What do you think? Hey, Cindy. But that's what I think would look better on this lantern that I did. So, what I should do before I get my hands totally all icky, I should probably grab a set of gloves. And then I will show you, look at this little bookmark with a little tassel. So, you're going to take this and y'all, my desk is so messy from trying to make those bookmarks earlier and put it on a video. It was not like the easiest. So I'm just going to try and scuff this out. And I will tell you guys, if you are chalking on those flexible placemats from Dollar Tree, they take forever and ever to dry. And you've got to be careful with the heat tool because you can melt it. So, hi everyone from YouTube land. So we're going to try this because I really wanted to get this finished. Really drives me crazy when I start a project and I can't get it to come out to the way I want it. Oh yeah, look at, do you all, here, let me show you the difference. Hey Tammy, so can you see the difference there and there? I think this is what this needed. I think this just needed a little bit on here just to tone down that. So what has everyone been doing today? My new headphones that I got for dialysis, and then an extender cord because it plugs in behind his chair. That actually worked so nice today because guess what? I could actually watch and listen to TV while I was there. Okay, down. You guys tell me, bright or the dull? I think this one looks better. What do y'all think? Because I think it looks a little bit better with it. Not so shiny. Yeah, after we got home from dialysis, I went to Walmart. Well, after we ate lunch, I went to Walmart and I, of course, forgot two things on my list. Went to Dollar Tree, where I could have picked up at least one of these items, and nope, forgot that too. But it was busy in there, and I was just irritated, and once I found part of what I needed, I just got the holy heck out of there. Yeah, I actually had to wait because I thought, why I'm in Walmart? It seems like every other day Jason has a prescription, right? So I just went up there and they're like, oh, Jason's Victozin is in. That's one that he's been out of since November, right? So, so you could leave it dark, or you can then go back in and wipe it a little bit. So they're like, but it won't be ready for like 15 minutes or so. So, you know, that's dangerous then, right? Tammy worked for a couple of hours. Kim worked for a couple of hours. And so then I started walking around and I'm like, wouldn't a roast kind of be good that you could put a roast like in the oven? And I think I want this one a little darker too. You know, like put a roast in the oven for today, because I don't know about where you all are, but it was colder than holy heck. When I went to go to Walmart, it was still like 17 below zero with the wind chill. And that was just like so cold, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get that. I'll pick up this. And totally forgot to get the batteries. And see, I don't even know what the other thing was. But what do you guys think? Better that it's not so shiny? What do y'all think? And I can't figure out, I must have the top a little bit looser, because look, this one fits a little snugger. So, oh, but I do know what I need to do right here. I need to go around the edge. So I picked up a few more things from Walmart, and right before I had left to go to Walmart, I saw a video on how to make these really good looking you take the crescent rolls and you kind of make like a Danish with it. And you make it with the no-bake cheesecake filling. So, of course, and I had to go get that. And then I'm like trying to struggle to find a some berries, because they use like canned cherries. Some of that stuff has so much potassium and that in there, and his stuff is so high. So I was looking at that and I was like, okay, Donna, stop looking at things, because you just spent a whole bunch more money than what you needed to. But like, so one project done. Okay, now put this over here, and because someone said, hey, use a battery operated light, right? And I'm like, great, I have a light, but it doesn't want to turn on. So that's what I needed the batteries for. And I totally just forgot. So I'm going to show you how I worked on these. I don't know what they are. And this thing from Dollar Tree works like crap. Works like crap. Just like crap. You know, the other night I had a strip left over, right? I cut it. So someone said, oh, wouldn't that be cute as a bookmark? So this one I put glitter on, which I need to then put Mod Podge on top, because, you know, a lot of people don't want to get glitter inside their book, especially if they have a book from the library. But look at, I did a little one, and then I made a tassel. And then I realized I should have tied the tassel part up through here. But I thought, oh my gosh, how dang darn cute is that? Can you all see that? So, of course, you know, I did a few. And then I can show you if I can ever pick these up. But for right now, we are going to quick take the Mod Podge. And we're going to put a little Mod Podge on here, right? I don't want to use one of my really good brushes, but I don't want to use like a crap brush either. So anytime you have a glitter, if you just take a little bit of Mod Podge and you go over it. One, this smells really good. It will, once it dries, the glitter will no longer get off your hands or anything like that. So, yeah. Okay. So we're going to set this one over here. Now, do you know that if you would put Mod Podge on this, you could have a high gloss too. So you don't have to use the resin or the gator. You could just do a high gloss. But for the look I'm looking for, I think satin to a little bit of shine, but not so much. Because I'm going to do a whole thing over by where that table is of this look. Gonna have the whole thing. So I got to take down my Highland Cow pictures and that. And so Kim, you could make yours, right? So all I did was, I can show you on this big strip. And you can see, if you look, that it is not straight. And it's jagged here. Because when I tried cutting it with this, it did not want to really cut. I mean, I really had to, like, see if I can get this to even line up so I could try and straighten this out. You really got to come in here and apply some major force. And I would think you should not have to apply that much to it. See, and look. See, it still tears uneven. So I actually went through and like trimmed it with my scissors because it wouldn't, I could not get a straight cut out of this thing. And I thought, you are kidding me, because I know it's a Dollar Tree product, but I thought that it would give me a little bit of a better one than that. So this is, I had to go get more. This is the flexible cutting boards from the Dollar Tree. And then I just took our Paris transfer because, you know, I'm totally like, love that. And then I did the black first, and then I went through and did the pink. But you really got to wait. It is probably 10 minutes or more before the black was dry that I could go back and do this pink on top of it yet. And I really wanted this part with the key on it for one of them, but I was like, wouldn't you just think that you should be able to, you know, like, put this on the line, right? And you should just be able to, like, cut, but you have to apply like a ton of force to it. And then Look, it doesn't, you guys saw how I'm like not being a wimp about it. But it's like, come on. This is like the worst cut that I've seen. So what I did was, because I didn't want you guys to have to watch me struggle, I cut this one. And this one has more pink than black, right? This one, you can see, has about equal. Black and the pink are about equal, right? And then this little one, I put glitter, but forgot to put the Mod Podge on it. And then this one, it's not quite even, but I'll show you. Then you just take like the pieces that you want. Like you don't have to, because this is like too big. So an average, what do they call it? An average bookmark is 2 inches by 7 inches. So that was something I kept in mind when I was doing these. So I'm going to try and show you one more time the frustration I had with this. Because you would think, okay, I'm just going to follow the lines, right? And it's like, come on. Do y'all see how much force I'm doing? Do you normally have to use this much force with a rotary cutter? I would not think so. I would not think so. So, it's like, now I just go like a million times before. See, and that still didn't curve it the way I wanted it to. So then I thought maybe if I didn't go so far. But then it doesn't do. So I was like, I was getting so flustered. And then 2 times it stopped filming me as I was trying to do a video of it. I was like, look at this. Don't you think that should just come? So then I just got flustered. And I took my handy dandy little scissors and I curved it with my scissors. And then I measured this. So let's see. Look at this. And then we're going to come up here. So if I continue to work with this stuff, I might have to get a regular rotary cutter, like a real one, not one from Dollar Tree. I mean, there's a lot of things from Dollar Tree that work great, like this little cutting mat and stuff. So then I took my little hole punch, and you pick which side you want, top or bottom. And then I didn't want it too close to the top because I didn't want it to accidentally like rip. So I just poked it in the holes, okay? Make sure you put that blade cover on that, right? So then I'm going to show you how to use this, but I'm going to show you how I saw a lady do a tassel with just this. And I was like, wait, what? Why am I doing this the hard way? So I want to show you. I'm going to take, this is just yarn that I've had left over from when my granddaughters have came. So on here, it says 3.5, 4, 5, 6, and 7. that is the length of what your tassel will be, okay? And then this is where you would tie it later, okay? So what everyone said, no one who did these, but everyone else who made tassels, they said leave like about 6 inches. So this is 6 inches. So we're going to make, I still think that's about a good size. So I think we're going to do like a 4-inch one, okay? So then you take your yarn and you go on the outside and you just wrap this. And of course, the more you wrap it, the thicker your tassel is, right? And now they say that if you are making several and if you want them the same, that you should count your how many times you wrap it around, okay? So now, one lady told me to do this, so we're going to try it this way. To come up here and bring these two pieces together. And so we're just going to do it like what she said. She said to just go ahead and tie this as tight as you can. So, and you're just not tying it anywhere, you're just tying it so that you can flip it over and then tie it this way. Okay, like this part now, super duper tight. Okay, now, well, Kim, I just got it, so I got it because, you know, the sale that we had. So then you can go in here, and I did this like super duper tight. So, can slide it off. Okay. Now what I would like to figure out is how, oh, I'm going to try and do this. I want it to run up like through the middle. This is when I need a crochet hook. And I don't think I have one over here. Oh, I do. But it does have a little bit of like hot glue on it. So now, before you cut it, you are going to take this piece that you ran up through the middle and this other end piece that you had and pull that at least as close as you can get to like your middle of your tassel top, I guess you would call it. And then you are going to tie this. See, I think this would be pretty if I could find some variegated yarn. And see, now you got a little spot. I don't like how that comes up through there either, but maybe we'll fix this. So now she said to hold the top, and you're just going to wrap, put you down in there. You're just going to wrap this really tight. And that little piece that you had, you are going to tie another knot. I really don't like tying this backwards. Like for me, this is like so strange for me. And then they tucked it up through there. And see, then that piece will hang down. And you take your scissors and you find the center. And just cut it. And she said if you're not happy with it, just take that a few more times around, and then you tuck it on the inside there, and no one will know. So then you make a big mess, and you trim these, give them all a little haircut. See, I don't like how that looks in the middle of there. I don't like that. So I'm going to try and like push it out now. I don't know how she got hers in the center so well. I don't know, do any of you make tassels that you can tell me that little tip? Because I don't know. See, because now it looks like just a mess. So I'm just going to hide it in there. I'm just going to hide it for right now. See? But it's like, then how do you tie it? So I'm like, well, I guess we'll have to tie it this way. We're going to just pull a little bit. So then we can tie it through our bookmark. Get off there. I think we are going to do this first. So I don't know if you guys are quiet. I don't even know who's on here yet. But I had sent my son some, down in Missouri, I had sent him some cookies and fudge. And the last time I talked to him, over the weekend, he still had not got his. See, I don't know. They don't show how they attach it to anything. So one brought hers up through the center, but see, when I tried to do that, it looks, well, I guess I could do this one. But see, I don't think that would be strong enough. Okay, I don't have patience tonight, so we're just going to cut this right at the edge. The other lady that I watched, she pulled hers through like this. Oh, you little bad thing. This is why I never have lipstick on by the time I'm done. So there we go. So this tassel just is not coming out. But you get the gist, right? So you can have embroidery floss, or you can have a poofy one. But I think this would look really good if I could find like a pretty pink ombre to like go with this. Now the other lady said, she just took hers and she laid it on here. And then, how did she do that now? Oh my gosh. See, this is when I need to have that video going. But somehow she put it so that it came up through the middle. But look, you could actually fold these together, pull one string out, and then you just go around and round and round it, right? So then you could have, like, watch. See if we can do this without totally screwing it all up. Okay. So, she then, we're going to just try and put this through how the other lady did. Come on. So then you have that little piece up here, and then you just take and you wrap it and then you leave one of these a little bit looser. And she just tied it. Did anyone see the other video I made today? Or the reel that I did today? That one was fun and interesting and almost gave me a heart attack too. I'm trying to cut glue off my hook so I can make it work. So we're going to take this in here, right? Oh, where's that piece? Oh, I lost my piece. Where is it? There we go. And she did like a little, like she was crocheting. And she pulled that through. And then she pulled it, like wrapped it around again. And then she said, once you tug it, it should tighten right up. I don't know. To me, that looks kind of wimpy. So I'm just going to go this way and do a little one this way. And then you just go in and do it like this. See, I think this is going to come out. I don't know, but so then you would just take it, and it's so much easier if you got a little bit longer to work with. And look at, there you go. And if you wanted to, you could, like, because these are pretty flimsy, you could do 2 of them and it would give you more stability then. That's totally up to you. So then you would have to just, I would do probably like E6000, not hot glue. And I really want that key. So I'm going to try and line this up. And I'm actually just going to try the box knife and score it. Watch your fingers. And see if you can get it scored. At least you can get a little bit of a can do it right. It's a good thing I'm not doing this at a job or anything, because OSHA would totally hate how I was using a box knife, right? So if you can't, then if you turn it over, then you can see it. Now, when they're little, I don't think you would need to have it doubled up, but longer. Yeah, I think you need to have it doubled up. So then when you go to put your hole in, I don't think these are the same yet. Just make sure that you got and this is honestly how I would do it. I would just hold it and curve it. Make sure it's together. And then just curve it. And then just do that little carving. You just need to make sure that you don't have no little slivers. Because see, I don't know if it's this stuff that it's not meant to cut easily or what, but there's like little slivers. So you want to line them up. Make sure that you're going to take that now, line the hole up this way, flip it this way so that you can see, and then we're just going to flip it in. It'll be okay, and then I'll just open it and glue it later because y'all know how to glue. Just get it in there. So see, once you do it then, hey Donna, it gives you a little bit more stability. Because look, this is pretty dang darn flimsy. I mean, if you like yours flimsy, that's fine. And you can cut them down to any length. But they said a lot of bookmarkers are 2 inches across, 2 by 7, and this is a little bit longer than 7. So, I mean, it's totally up to you they're yours, so you can trim it, do, you know, whatever you like. So, there you go. This is the Paris. The Paris pattern in the French Garden. The French Garden. See, I did these earlier and didn't clean them. So yeah, so you have it this way. You have it with the glitter. And you can see the key and then just let it dry. And then you can pop a hole in there and you can put that on there. Then we have just the single. And like you could really, like, if you're like, oh, maybe that's too long, just chop a chunk and then do a little curvy on the bottom. And if you're a scrapbooker, you might have one of those fancy corner cutters. But see, it doesn't take much to get it to do. But I love this. So if you didn't, I think if you didn't want to do a tassel on it, I would do a smaller one, because see, then look, it's not as flimsy. And then just, you know, you can have them whatever size that you want. But now I was thinking of this. Oh my gosh, see what happens to me? My brain just doesn't shut up, right? So I showed you, like, when I was thinking of this, right? So I really think this needs to be opened a little bit and loosened up so it's a very, very tight fit, right? But I like how we darkened it. And then I can put the rose back. See, I don't have to have the rose on here if I don't want it. And I like that option, right? So then you can do that, right? But I keep seeing, I'm going to use a little bit of this as an example. Bye-bye, little butterfly. We're going to get some of that those sharp edges off. I'm going to use this as a thing to cut it. You could leave these straight too, right? But what I was thinking is this. And you all tell me if I'm crazy. I'm looking, hang on, I will find it. I've been seeing magnetic bookmarkers. So they take, and they have like leather, and then they have it so it folds over. I don't think this is a strong enough magnet. I honestly don't. I don't know if y'all agree or not, but you could either, you know, chalk right on here, and then you could take another piece and fold it, you know, so it's got a little one. So I'm going to just show you if you don't know what I mean. Hey, Kim, how are you? Thanks, Kim. Yes, you, Kim. My sister, Kim, is the one who said, oh, you should do a bookmark. Yeah, look at what this has led my little brain to. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Yeah. Oh, and guess what, y'all? It's a full moon tonight. Just FYI. So they show it like folding, and then it's, but I don't think this would work with, I don't have it, I don't think it'll work. This is pretty good sized paper, right? I should probably, like, before I fold this and get it all screwed up. No, 5 and a 5, Donna. Really? You couldn't have picked, couldn't have made it like 6? So we're going to just try and put this in half. Okay. And I was like, I'm not paying $20 for a bookmark. It does, it does. So look at, so here's another thing you can do. Watch, make sure that your, these are our magnetic sheets. So I want to make sure that it is like even, because evidently I can't cut straight. Okay, so then scooch over stuff. Oh man, I did a crap job cutting. So here, Kim, my sister, 1 bookmark, 2 bookmarks, a little third one that I did with glitter that I still got to make a tassel for, and then this one that I'm going to glue together to give it more strength, and I made a tassel. Thanks to you. Now, I wonder if I should paint the back side of these so that the design pops more. No, because then you wouldn't be able to see the black through it. Thank you so much, sister. So then we are going to I think we're going to take, oh, this one's not big enough. Not big enough. So we're going to take the big Paris one again. How many times have I used this lately? Okay. So I want a little bit of the wording. We're going to get it where it says Paris up here. Smooth it down, right? And then we're just going to take black. Can you see where your magnet comes out to? I make my hand goes across it the wrong way. Ah. Oh. Oh. So what I did was, as I was coming this way, my fingernails raked this way, right through it. See, maybe it was a good thing I didn't wash this transfer before. Okay, lift it up. See, Peek-a-boo. Let's see how you turned out. Put this over there. Now look. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you so much. So this way. So we're going to try and dry this. Yeah, those patches helped me get to sleep really well. And then I thought I heard Jason fall. And so I got up. And I couldn't get back to sleep right away. Because then my mind gets on that hamster wheel. And it's like, I wonder if you could do that with those transfers. I wonder. Let me see. And we're going to take the pink. And this is a little rose I found in some other one. I'm sorry. I don't know which one now. But, and yes, I like my desk to be cleaner. And it was clean at one time today. And then I started playing. And it became a mess. So we're going to go in here. This rose doesn't come out real well, but we want it just to look kind of like it's vintage and faded, right? Yeah, you can't see nothing on that one, but and then we'll give this a little dry. See, like you could almost take, if these were the same size, you could just glue that right on there too. If you have like extra left over, you could easily have done that too. But a great another way to use any of your leftover magnetic pieces. Yeah, next time I'm just going to call you up. And then you can fold it, and there you have. But see, if I would have did that right, I would have had parrots on one side. So when I folded it, it's not that the peas on the back side and you got But see, look at all the different things you can do with that one transfer. So I've done a luminary, I've done a tabletop, I've done bookmarkers, several bookmarkers, and I did a wood piece with it. I did I used it on the welcome sign. Isn't that just, it's like how, like when they think about these things, I wonder if they sit there and do like we do. Like, oh, I wonder if I could do this, or wonder if I could do that. So, yeah. So now, you know, I'm going to have to fix this. Because I don't like how where it lines up. So I'm going to see what happens if you can remove it. And then I will place it again, but I'll place it the right way. The guy broke in and put oh, wow. The other night, Kim, I dreamed of Mom. That was like really weird too. And then Last night I woke up and I'm like, I can't find my phone. Like in the dream, I'm like dreaming, I can't find my phone. I can't find my phone. I must have left it at Motherhood Maternity. Well, I have not worked at Motherhood Maternity since February of 2019, right before I moved up here. So I'm like looking on a tablet and everything, and I'm like, why can't I find Motherhood Maternity's phone number so I can go get my phone? Well, during COVID, they closed and they only do online now. Is that not so weird? Yeah, we'll see. And I thought Jason fell, so I got up to check on him. And then he's like, and I said, what's wrong, honey? And he's like, my tummy. And I said, that's probably because you're hungry. You only ate twice. And he's like, oh, well, I don't want you to have to get me anything. And I said, how about a bowl of cereal? So I got him cereal. And then when I went back to my bed, I just laid there and I was like, oh, shit, fire. So yeah, there you guys go. So thanks for popping in. Look at all the different things you could do with the transfer. And now I think I need to buy one more because it's not as sticky as I'd want to do it on a shirt. But I think maybe I want to do it on a shirt. I don't know. So you guys have a great night. I will chit chat with you all. If you all are in the cold, stay warm because tonight, holy man, it's supposed to get colder than dirt, colder than a witch's you know what. And I put my little baby car in the garage because she don't like it when she sits outside and it's colder than that. Yeah, Jason and I both been having. He was laying in there sleeping last night, and it was like 7:30 or something. And he's like, Mom, now be careful with that. Be careful with that. And I said, I went in there and I said, what are you talking about, Jason? He's like, something like... I was fighting something. I said, Jason, I'm watching TV. I'm sitting there on the couch watching TV. And he was just having some really weird dreams. So, but I just heard him ask if I could make him some food. So I will let you all go and I will chat with you all later. Have a great night. Thanks. Everyone have pleasant dreams. Think of cheesecake before you go to bed. Maybe that'll help. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.